Tears of a mother. The price of corruption on families. Rain hammers the corrugated roof as Mama Ifeoma clutches a faded photo in the dim corner. Each drop echoes like her heartbeat, memories flooding of a life once warm and whole. She whispers a prayer, the rain drowning the ache that will not quiet. A shadow of her late husband lingers in the room, etched into every peeling wall. Her breath shakes. The world outside rages, and inside, grief rages louder. Chike arrives early, his desk neat, hope alive in the order of his files. He studies a roadmap, tracing routes that could change lives and futures. Two senior officials walk in, smiles thin, eyes calculating behind folders. They suggest small changes inflate this. Sign that, the dance begins. He shakes his head gently, the word no carrying the weight of conscience. At home, Chike lifts Ifeoma onto his lap, speaking softly of honesty and hope. Mama Ifeoma watches, a tender smile masking a mother's quiet worries. Their eldest son listens from the doorway, hope flickering in his eyes. The youngest plays quietly, glancing up at the words, shaping his world. Chike says, "Our children deserve roads, schools, hospitals built on truth." Rumors spread, difficult, uncooperative. His desk becomes a lonely island. A memo arrives, transfer to a remote posting, effective immediately. His salary stalls without explanation, bills stacking like silent stones. Another meeting, they push again, his no grows heavier and clearer. He walks out, shoulders squared, the corridor long and humming with whispers. At a remote camp, Chike inspects washed-out culverts under a bruised sky. He notes missing gravel piles, budgets that vanish like fog in rain. A foreman shrugs, payments delayed, instructions unclear, eyes avoiding his. He photographs the defects, truth captured in pixel and rainlight. The road snakes away into mist, a promise half-built and half-broken. A storm-slick road glistens. Chike drives home, wipers beating time. Headlights bloom ahead, a sudden block, faces masked in the rain. The night erupts, thunder covers shouts, and then only rain remains. Later, taillights fade. Silence swallows the road's terrible secret. A lonely police torch sweeps the scene, rain hissing on the asphalt. News arrives like a blade. The room tilts as Mama Ifeoma buckles. Ifeoma clings to her mother, the youngest wails, the eldest stares empty. A framed photo of Chike watches over them, witness to a broken day. Silence settles, thicker than grief, heavier than the humid air. Outside, clouds crawl. Inside, a family learns the cost of integrity. Weeks later, forms pile up. A clerk's smile never reaches his eyes. A whispered price to process her rights. She fumbles, pockets empty. She leaves without answers, only a new weight pressing her chest. A notice board screams promises while families wait. Waiting becomes life. She steps into daylight, hope thin as paper, resolve hard as bone. The eldest trades lectures for fares, hanging from a bus door, shouting. Sweat beads on his brow, responsibility rides his shoulders like iron. He watches students bored in uniforms, a future passing him by. He breathes deep, then works harder, for home, for them, for tomorrow. Coins clatter in his palm, each a small surrender and a promise. At dawn, Mama Ifeoma arranges vegetables, a practiced smile ready. She wipes a tear quickly, then greets a customer with gentle warmth. Around her, talk of shortages, promises echoing from radios and mouths. She counts change, mind drifting to school fees never quite enough. The sun climbs, her back aches, but her will stands straight. By lantern light, Ifeoma studies a borrowed nursing textbook, lips tight. Her mother peeks in, pride battling the ache of unpaid fees. The youngest curls beside notebooks, sleeping with questions in his fist. A breeze lifts the curtain. Tomorrow feels close and far at once. They share a look that says, "We will endure, whatever it costs." Years later, Ifeoma faces a crowd, voice trembling yet bright as steel. She speaks of her father's choice, the bill their family paid in tears. Every word lands heavy, heads nod, some eyes glisten in shared memory. Mama Ifeoma sits in the front row, tears returning now as pride. A standing ovation rises. A legacy of tears becomes a call to rise.